Guys put so much into it, get themselves up 3-1. From there, pretty comfortable till about the 80th, 82nd minute. And we started to concede corners that we didn't need to concede. And the little things become big issues. And then thing that we've been pretty good at over the years, defending set pieces, we come up uh, really small and get punished. So it hurts. Again, and I sound like a broken record to you guys, I'm sure. But the group will have to regroup quickly and go again against New York.
Jim,
Thanks, Jim. Todd?
you talked about the set piece goals that you guys gave up.
Yeah.
You gave up two against Montreal and a couple tonight. Do you think that's just a mentality thing, fatigue thing, just tiredness from the guys stepping in?
I think always before the corners happen, there's things that make them preventable. So in this instance, the first one, if you remember, Nathan gets beat in behind where he really shouldn't be a dangerous situation. It's just a straight ball over the top. We have to scramble, make a block, and it goes out for a corner. Anytime you do that now, obviously everybody goes into the box. Having said that, we have enough guys in the box to defend it the right way. We don't do it, and we get punished. Next one, we have a ball that gets clipped into the box, easy to catch, and the play's over. Instead, it gets punched out for a scramble, and then another corner, and you get punished. So these little things, little details, come back to haunt you. And again, we didn't get it done tonight on the restarts.
You guys have struggled to get that second goal, a 2-goal lead. You guys finally get
Yeah.
it tonight. And then it just seemed like after that goal you guys scored, you guys couldn't create anything offensively. Any reason you think that was?
We certainly are scoring plenty, to even shorthanded to score, 2 goals on the road now, 3 goals on the road. That should be enough to take points. And, for whatever reason, we haven't been able to close out games defensively as a group, and we get punished. So, the offense has been there. We've manufactured goals. We've found ways to score. And when you get a 3-1 lead on the road, that should be enough. And tonight it wasn't, because we had some self-inflicted errors.
Then you look at the midfield play tonight, particularly in the first half. It seemed like a lot of good movement, which seems like sometimes this season we haven't really seen a lot of give and goes. How do you assess the first half performance with the midfield compared to the second half?
It's a shame, because it is a good stretch of the game that we had in the first half, but it's all wasted because we don't take points. So I thought Choo Choo had a strong game. Leon was everywhere trying to do his part. McGlynn came into the game, I thought, and did a good job too, and especially obviously getting the goal in the second half. It was good to have Danny back, and we found some space in the middle of the field. But overall, again, the guys put a ton into the game and walk away empty.
Nico, we can go to Zoom.
All right, Jonathan Tannewald.
Thanks, Nico. Thanks, Jim. You made one substitution tonight, Jeremy Raffanello for Chris Donovan. I know that your bench is thin, and Oluwaseun hasn't played a senior level game yet. But when it's 3-1 with 10 minutes to go, what's going through your mind, and why not make a defensive substitution to try to reinforce things?
Yeah, look, we talked about keeping the integrity of the back four together, Jonathan. We changed last game, and right or wrong, it didn't wind up working out when we conceded late. So we wanted to trust the back four. Lethu's a kid that's working hard to try to get minutes. Just didn't think it was the game to put him in there.
You were talking with Todd a moment ago about fatigue, and whether or not the guys might have been getting tired late in the game when there's 3 late goals conceded, whether it's Oluwaseun, whether it's Olivier, who was also on the bench. What is the balance of making a substitution for its own sake to get something in there when you haven't won a game in 7 games and you're that close to it?
Yeah, the only thing I'd say is the goals we conceded, Jonathan, are on set pieces. So we have in both goals, we have 8 to 10 guys in the box. So that's not for me on fatigue. Are there moments in the game where guys are tired? Of course. You look all over the world, and guys are able to play 90 minutes in consecutive games, and they should be. So we went with the guys that got it to 3-1. Offensive wise, Chris cramped up, so he came out. We made the change there. You know, Marcus really had one day of training this week, so to put him in didn't make much sense for us, and we didn't get it done. So I have to answer these types of questions, and we got punished.
Joe Tansey.
Jim, why is Oliver still getting starts if he can't handle, I guess, the simple things, just crosses in the box he seemed to struggle immensely with tonight?
Yeah, it was a tough game. It was a tough game for him. You know, we have to regroup. We have to, again, try to protect him as best we can because, you know, just have to not allow shots, not allow crosses, and do a better job of that.
What went into starting him over Andrew tonight?
You know, just trying to, again, get someone to get hot, to make a play, to make a save. And right now, the harder we try, the worse it tends to get.
Jose Nunez.
Thanks, Nico. Jim, just wanted to find out where Damian was. Is he getting a little bit of a break coming off of Copa America? I know there's also a lot of stuff going on with his home nation and maybe something that he has to deal with out there in Jamaica. Is he still away from the team for a little bit coming off of that tournament?
He is. Damien was excused till tomorrow. He'll be back with the group tomorrow morning. His daughter had a surgery, so you know, family issue.
Okay, absolutely. And now, as you know, I think you think about maybe, and I think you've sort of started hinting a little bit too, in terms of what the team's doing, in terms of lining itself up and work behind the scenes with, you know, Zitterbart, who just joined the team a little bit ago, and maybe Ernst in terms of potential transfers. And hypothetically, if you had the ability to pick 2 targets or 3 targets, what would be on your wish list to sort of turn things around if you had the ability to bring bodies in?
Yeah, answering that right now will just get me in more trouble. So again, we want to try to stick together with the group that we have here, find a way to get out of this horrible stretch that we've been in. We feel awful. We feel bad for the fans. I feel terrible for the players. Again, another night where we're close and it feels like you're making a step forward at 3-1, and maybe there's a play or two where we could get another goal and we don't. And yeah, it's a sickening feeling for sure.
Thank you, Jim. Safe travels back.
Final question. I'll go to Kyle Money.
Hey, Jim. I know after tonight doesn't mean much, but talk about Daniel Gazdag becoming the all-time Union League scorer in MLS play, and then also follow up with Chris Donovan getting his first goal tonight, going back between Union 1 and Union 2. What's that do for a player like him to get that confidence back with the first team?
Yeah, look, both of them want to achieve these things with 3 points. But I thought Danny came back into the team as a starter and did a great job for us. You know, looked like himself, caused problems, drew fouls, set plays up, got us a good goal. And also Chris worked really hard, winning some aerials for us. He gets the goal off of a kind of a deflection after Leon's shot, but they all count. So happy for him. But again, it still feels empty when you don't take points.